Hey Taurus, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your general life reading for September 1st through the 15th. Let's go ahead and jump right into your card pull and grab some oracle cards to see what overall energy is surrounding this reading for you. The first one that came out is All Tied Up. Let's grab another oracle card from Moonology and see what other energies are surrounding you for this reading. And we have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So we'll see how those tie in for you, but let's get into some tarot and start first looking at your current energy. What's happening with my Taurus collective? And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. What's currently hidden from you? What don't you see? We have Temperance. For advice from Spirit, we have the King of Swords. And for your potential outcome, we have the Ace of Cups. So let's clarify these cards a little bit further for you. Starting with your current energy, we have the Horseman of Swords, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we in reverse, and we also have the Empress. What's currently hidden from you? I think we had one that flipped. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. For advice from Spirit, we have Justice and we have the Chariot in reverse. And for your potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups. All right, so let's get some Lenormand and clarify these messages a little bit more. Currently, we have the Mountain for your energy. We have the House for what's currently hidden from you. We have the Owls for advice from Spirit. And for your potential outcome, Taurus Collective, we have the Ring. So let's get into this. Looking at the overall energy that's surrounding you right now, we have All Tied Up, and we also have Look at the Bigger Picture. It feels right now that the energy surrounding this reading is one of indecision, a little bit of stagnancy. It almost feels as though you're looking at what's immediately in front of you, and you're not necessarily able to see what that means in terms of the bigger picture of your life right now. So it might be a situation where there's something that's not moving forward in the way that you wanted it to. Maybe something didn't work out the way that you thought it might. And you could be just super, super focused on that one little thing without seeing all of the other options, all of the other possibilities, the paths forward that might be there for you. And I feel like as a result of that, there's a little bit of hesitation in moving forward. There seems to be some uncertainty about what path you need to take in order to sort of get out of this stuck energy. But it seems like there are paths that are available to you. You just might not have seen them yet or sort of recognize them for what they are. So getting into the tarot, for your current energy, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Horseman or the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Empress and we have the Mountain. So what it feels like for your current energy is that you are sort of tired of waiting, that there's this very restless energy around you, and it almost feels as though there's something bubbling up in you that's telling you that it's time to sort of move, right? That there's something that you need to pursue. This could be in terms of career, this could be a business, this could be school, this could be any part of your life, right? But it almost feels as though you're growing very tired of holding back. But with the Mountain card, it seems as though you've been faced with a lot of challenges that have sort of kept you from progressing forward. And it's almost as though deep down, that there is a path forward for you. You just can't figure out how to get there. And so it's almost like if you were a track star, right? And you're in the blocks and you're waiting to hear the race gun go off. And like you're sitting there and your muscles are twitching and you're real tensed up and you are ready to like just go bolting out of the gate. But you can't do that until you hear the shot, and the shot hasn't come yet. So you're just sitting there just real tensed up, quivering, just like, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. Like you're ready to find your way out of this place of non-movement. You're ready to get past the challenges that you've experienced. You're just sort of waiting on some sort of signal, some sort of clear sign about what direction you need to go in. So looking at what's currently hidden from you, we have Temperance, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, and we also have the House. So it feels like what's really challenging you right now in this situation is having that sort of firm foundation to build off of, to have that sort of stable platform in which to move. And Temperance, this sort of equal give and take, this balance that you should have is proving a little bit elusive. And at the same time, you're having trouble seeing things from a different perspective, right? This is the Hanged Man upright, where he's just kind of looking straight on. He's not sort of changing his perspective and seeing how things could be different. And that might tie into the overall energy of looking at the bigger picture. It doesn't feel as though you've been able to see that just yet. Looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the King of Swords, we have Justice, we have the Chariot in reverse, and we also have the Owls. So what it feels like is that Spirit is saying that now is sort of the time to tap into your sort of intellectual and logical self. Because it feels right now that there's a lot of emotion that's sort of building up, right? It's this lack of patience. It's this thought that you want to just sort of charge forward. And I feel like Spirit is saying for you right now, don't be so quick to jump. Don't be so quick to run forward until you've been able to see this bigger picture. With the owls, these two owls that we have here, they're kind of known for looking and talking a little bit, kind of chattering amongst themselves. And so what it feels like is that Spirit is really saying, now is a time for you to observe, to really take a hard look at the things that are going on around you, the things that didn't work, looking at the potential paths forward. This is you being super, super observant. This is you putting on your thinking cap and maybe writing down, what you want your end goal to be, whether it's graduation or starting a business, increasing your money, getting a promotion, whatever that end looks like to you and in this life situation, and working backwards. Well, what steps do I need to take to get there? And maybe through writing it down, doing some brainstorming or whatever, you're able to see a bigger path forward. You're able to see the bigger picture. You're able to see doors that are open that you may not have noticed before. But this is definitely the time for you to sort of sit and be thoughtful and then make a decision, and not just kind of jump out before you have things clarified a little bit in your mind. Looking at your potential outcome, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Ring. So this is all good news for you, Taurus. It looks like there is going to be a fresh beginning, a new offer, a new opportunity that comes in for you, something that you are going to absolutely enjoy, something that's going to get you out of this stagnant energy, that's going to sort of give you that aha moment. It's like, oh, I see, I get it now. I understand. It looks like this is going to make you pretty happy. It's going to be something that sort of lights your fire, something that you are absolutely looking forward to. And more than that, with the ring, this is a promise, right? This is a promise of longevity. This is commitment. So this is something that you will enjoy and that you will be committed to for the long haul. This isn't sort of a fly-by-night type proposition. So if you're starting a new business, this is something that can sustain you over time. If you're going back to school, it's going to be something that helps you in the long term. So you will get this new foundation that you can start building off of, which is good. It's just going to take you a little bit of time and thoughtfulness, introspection, maybe thinking outside the box and approaching it from a more strategic standpoint. So let's grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. Okay. And the message that we have that came out for you, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. So this stagnancy, this uncertainty that you're in, there's no reason to be afraid of it, right? This is challenging you to think differently, to perceive differently, to feel differently, to sort of expand beyond whatever it is you've been doing now, to look at the bigger picture. And in doing that, it's going to lead you to something that you absolutely love. You're getting closer with every thoughtful moment that you spend on this. Just make sure not to completely act out of emotion. Put a little bit of logic behind whatever your goal is and take those, very, I don't want to say small steps, but take those very consistent and thoughtful steps towards that. And you will end up getting this foundation that you're looking for, getting over these challenges. You won't have to hold back because you'll be moving in a very intentional and measured way towards this commitment to yourself, this commitment to something you enjoy and something that will last you for the long term. So Taurus, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.